Guys, I just wanted to go over this week's work. We're in week 6, and right now it's saying it's unpublished, but it will be published by the time you see this. So this week we have 3 note writing assignments. We're kind of going through a mini unit. I want you guys to go through this in order. I want you to do the pretest, the practice, and then the quiz. Okay. So first thing is the pretest. Right now these links aren't active, so I can't click on them, so I have to go through this. So pretest. So what all you're going to do is you're going to look at plural and possessive errors below. And if there's no error, just click submit answer. So what we're looking at is how you make nouns plural. So, I have spoon, singular, but if I had 2, it'd be spoons. And I notice a lot of kids struggle with this because sometimes they add apostrophes when it's not necessary, and then they don't know when to add it. So just know that you're only doing it when it's for plural. So because Mufasa and his friends wanted to be funny, they imitated a bunch of chimpanzees. I would say this is correct. Vincent Crabbe played many kinds of games with his friends. Okay, so I know that this is incorrect, so I have to click on it, and then on my keyboard, I'm going to delete the apostrophe and then hit submit answer. Okay, and I'm going to keep going, and you can see that there are 30 questions. I'm not going to go through all of this because I don't want to give you all the answers. And it's not going to really tell you if you're right or wrong. I'm just going to see this feedback. The next part is we're going to be looking at the practice. And you just hit begin, and then you can hit lesson, and you kind of go over, look at the lesson. Lily saw 3 alligators at the zoo. Add the S to form most nouns. Okay, why isn't it letting me hit practice? Sorry, one second. Okay, so fixed it. Then when you're in the practice, you're going to fix the errors. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are making a bunch of mistakes on this the first time around because you're just clicking things, you're going to have to answer more questions. So when I went through this the first time, I didn't make any mistakes because I wanted to test this out. And I think it took me 10 questions to answer it. And then the next time I made like 3 or 4 mistakes, and I think it asked me to answer 18 questions because it wanted to make sure that I actually knew why I made those mistakes. So if you're making a bunch of mistakes because you're just trying to click things, you have to actually think about it. So after the sledding competition, Vincent Crabbe built several thrones for the winners. I know that this apostrophe is incorrect, so I hit submit. And then it says level 1 is complete. Well, Lord Voldemort walks 5 dogs every morning. That's correct. The first couple levels are very easy in this, and it gets a little bit more difficult. Draco Malfoy's met a group of chemists and asked to try on their goggles. Good. Make sure you guys are reading the whole sentences because in this one, in level 3 or level 4, they trick you up. Lucius Malfoy looked at several maps, but still could not figure out where he was. So I'm going to leave this here because I want to show you guys what happens when I make a mistake. So now it's going to tell me, no, this is the what's wrong. So now it's going to make me keep trying. So now it's saying I have to get 3 in a row to continue on to even trying to up a level. So it's saying he made sure it had brakes on the handlebars. Sewed a new set of buttons on her favorite cardigan. Has 5 notebooks. Okay, now I can continue on in hopes of trying to get 4 stars. When Harry Potter needed to cross a stream, he used several boards to build a makeshift bridge. And then you can see my bar is halfway filled. He accidentally cut 2 wires in his kitchen while he was repairing a broken fuse. So this one didn't have it, but last time I did it. There were some sentences that had a possessive phrase, and then it had another apostrophe later in the sentence. Please make sure you're being careful of that. And then the last part is you have to take a quiz. So it's very similar. It's just not going to tell you if you're right or wrong. I will just see that data. Okay, so you'll just make the mistake. You'll just make the corrections there. Okay, guys. Miss you. Love you. Hope everything's well with you guys. You guys can email me with any questions like you guys have. If you email me on Monday, chances are I might not be able to respond to it right away. I am going to a funeral. My husband's grandfather passed away, so I will be there. But I'll try my hardest to check my phone every once in a while. So hope all is well with you guys.